left 9 years ago. Is this conflict a good thing or not?
It's very complicated, especially just like speaking as a Persian who lives in America, because I ran away from my own country due to fear of persecution. So this conflict been boiling up for since the inception of the Islamic regime in Iran, which is like 46, 47 years. It's a part of their ideology. They've been saying dead to America, dead to Israel, dead to United Kingdom, dead to France, and they don't need to hide it anymore. Like they've been saying it on their weekly prayers every Friday, and everyone else is just kind of like they became victims of this corrupt, murderous, fundamentalist Islamic regime. And they declared the war years ago. So, I mean, people of Iran are not really surprised that there's a war going on. They're just kind of sad that they couldn't take over the government themselves, and they have to like depend on a external force like Israel or America to come in and help them. I mean, obviously, it's a very sad thing for a country to like get to the point that people of a country are not sad or mad that another country is attacking the existing regime in that country.
Mm,
So, yeah, but the war been boiling up for years.
yeah. So, what are your thoughts about this conflict? Is this the beginning of the end for the regime, or is it just another conflict and they stay in power?
In my opinion, I think this is the end. I don't
Why?
think this is the beginning of an end because, like, uh, well, if we just like look at everything that's happening right now in the Middle East, all their proxies are gone. Israel and America like destroyed most of them, and the last one was Hezbollah, and Hamas is already like they have a lot of issues in Gaza, so they don't really have anyone to rely on. Russia is not backing them up, and they don't. They're illegitimate inside Iran. They have almost like zero public support. They do have like their fundamentalist like fan base kind of, and I think those people are just gonna stick to them like till the end, which the end is almost here. And we never had like a situation like this where like a country is like bombing the bases of IRGC. They're bombing the nuclear facilities, and this is just like a crazy situation in Iran. And I
And
think
and
this is
they're
it.
targeting people.
They are targeting their top officers, IRGC like members. A lot of them are dead, and these targeted attacks are something that needs to be studied too. Like crazy attacks. Unfortunately, civilians died too, and it's pretty sad. But yeah, the IRGC lost a lot of its members. Salami is dead. Salami was the head of IRGC. Bagheri is dead. A lot of these people targeted attacks the first like 24 hours. I think they took away like they took 40, no, 24 or 25 of the top IRGC members. Insane.
Yeah. Explain to people what RGC is.
RGC is the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. These are the people who are sworn to protect and die for the Islamic revolution that happened 46 years ago under Ruhollah Khomeini, who is the founder of the Islamic regime. These are the people who are sworn to protect them and not Iran. Iran is not even in their name. It says Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. So they are not here for Iran. They're not here for the people of Iran. They're here to make sure they protect the ideological regime and the government that they created.
If this is the end, who takes over in Iran?
I think that's a great question for the time that everything is done and people got to come out and vote. But if I think there is one person who's qualified enough to just take over the transition period, I would say that's the exiled Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi. He's the only one who's educated. He's the only one who is legitimate, who has a fan base inside of Iran. People chant his name, and he's also the only one who dedicated his whole life for 60 something years to fight against the Islamic regime. And he was also raised to be a leader. So he has the leadership skills, he has the base, and he also has great connections and great relationships with existing leaders of the world. And overall, I think he might be the only one that everyone from like every mindset from everywhere in the country that can come around him and just create a democratic system just to transition out of the Islamic regime because the Islamic regime is done.
Mm. Time will tell. You told me most of your family members are still in Iran. Are you
They
worried
are.
about their safety?
Every day, every night, every moment. Yes. It's
What are they
terrible.
telling you? What is your family telling you?
So mixed feelings. My family, obviously, they don't support the Islamic regime. I don't think anyone does. Anyone that's a rational, good person, anyone with love in their heart, they cannot support the Islamic regime after 46 years of everything that they did to the people of Iran. 46,000, 47,000 people died directly. They said the number can go up to 70,000. We don't know. Some of those people just disappeared. So my family, they're kind of stuck in a situation where they had to evacuate the city, Tehran, and it's sad. They are sad, but they also know that since people couldn't take over the government, an external force came in. They understand it, and they are willing to wait. They are willing to just like sit and just see how everything gonna turn out. Everyone is stressed. Everyone is under a lot of pressure. No one really knows what's gonna happen next. No one gonna know if they come back to Tehran, they're gonna have a home or not. But they have faith, and everyone knows that when the Islamic regime is gone, we will be able to create a better country, a better Tehran, a better Iran for everyone in the world. So that's the
Mm.
situation right now.
You can only hope so.
We can only hope so.
You told me you're like persona non grata in Iran because of your social media activism.
Yes,
They know who you are.
pretty well.
Have you ever, has anybody ever reached out to you, said anything?
From the government, from the
Yes.
Islamic regime. Every day. Like I get DMs from them. Like if I refresh my Instagram DMs right now, I'll probably have like 30, 40 DMs of those people in the past like 10 minutes. And it's like threats coming in, like, oh, we're gonna find you, we're gonna do this, we're gonna they say, well, this is like a typical Basiji mindset. Basijis are the militia that works for the like IRGC. It's like a parallel group. These are the people who are like the public kind of stick to just like put on people's head and be like, we are telling you to do this. It's not the government officially, but we are working for the Islamic regime. So we telling you. These are the people who go on social media who target like people like me, people who've been active before me. And it's like they're trying to spread fear. They're trying to tell us to like just shut up and don't say anything or stuff gonna happen to you. And obviously we don't care because like I personally dedicated years of my life to this, to advocate for a free Iran, for democracy in Iran. And I'm not afraid of anything. I mean, when I left Iran, I knew that there's a possibility that I can never go back again after I start talking against them. And I know there's like thousands, tens of thousands of people like me. And it's about time for everyone to come out and speak out against them because just like you said, this is the beginning of an end, or this is the end.
You think it's the end?
I think it's the end.
You're not worried about your family, that they'd be targeted because you speak out.
I'm worried about my family. I'm worried about my city. I'm worried about my childhood friends. I'm worried about Iran. Iran is a beautiful country. Iran doesn't deserve this. The people of Iran don't deserve this. But also, under the Islamic regime is a slow death. So people are not living right now under the Islamic regime. Like the economy is terrible. The cities are, it's like all the money that should have been spent on Iran and non-Iranian cities and Iranian citizens been taken away from Iran to fund like groups like Kataib, Hezbollah, and Hashd al-Shabi in Iraq, Hezbollah in Lebanon, Hamas in Gaza, Houthis in Yemen, and this is it. Like people know that they should like go through the sacrifice, if you will, just to have a better future for themselves. And don't get it wrong, people did try so many times. People took it to the streets over the past like 7, 8 years. We have more than maybe 10,000 people who got killed inside of Iran in our like in our own streets
For protesting.
for protesting. For protesting, and a lot of them were kids. Maybe like 1,000 or like 2,000 of them were kids, people under 18. These are like people who just wanted to. People say, "Oh, it was for hijab." It wasn't just hijab. Economy is bad. Like when you don't see a future for yourself, obviously you're willing to just do whatever is possible to make a small change. And those kids were willing to sacrifice their lives for this. And we are all sad that they're not here to see what's going on right now in the country, and that the door is open for a brighter future. I mean, it might be a little tough to go through this like period of war. It is war, but I think if people of Iran wanted to take it to the streets again and do something like this, we would have way more people killed. They would have like the casualties would be on tens of thousands just to like deal some damage to IRGC.
Mm, wow. I wonder with, I think President Trump is telling Iran to surrender. I mean, that's pretty bold.
It is pretty bold.
Um, and that's a threat.
Yeah, it's direct. Like they gave them so many opportunities to talk. They gave them a lot of opportunities to negotiate. And I mean, us Iranians, Persians, we know that they've been trying to buy themselves time. Like they've been doing this for years and they're not really hiding it. So I don't know why like the Western countries were like so lenient with these people. Especially like in the past 4 or 5 years, we've been telling the Biden administration, like, please don't release those funds to these people. These funds are not going to Iranian people. These funds just made IRGC stronger. These funds were used to buy more guns, more ammunition. The monies, the amount of money that was released to IRGC and the Islamic regime in the past 4 years, it went to funding those terrorist groups that eventually hurt Americans, that eventually hurt Israelis, that eventually hurt a lot of people, Syrians. No one want to talk about Syrians. Like what happened with Syria, a part of it, like I'm not gonna say all of it, but a part of it was IRGC's and Islamic Republic's fault, was Ali Khamenei's fault. No one want to talk about Ali Khamenei. He's the leader of Islamic Republic. He got blood on his hands for every single person who died in Middle East because of the things that he started funding with the Iranian people's money. Unfortunately, it's a sad truth, but it is the truth.
Mm. We will see what happens. Thank you for your insight, and I wish your family safety.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. That means a lot.
Awesome.